Now at 6 a.m. on WKYT this morning, a mystery in southern Kentucky right now after some fishermen make an alarming discovery.
It's all about the blue this morning as the Cats punch their ticket to the big dance by taking the #1 overall seed.
And following the Cats in person, well, that could be costly. What you need to know if you want tickets to watch them play.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Top of the morning to you from the WKYT News team. Welcome in on a Monday that is going to feel like a spring day. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. It's going to be a nice one, kind of a repeat of yesterday, which is great news.
Yeah, and even warmer, it sounds like. Meteorologist Micah Harris is on duty in our First Alert Weather Center. Those birds are singing out there already this morning.
Yeah, and so are you this morning, too. Putting on your phone, singing. It's a good day, and the reason being is, yeah, it's Monday. Nobody really likes a Monday. But when you start off like this, and you're going to be finishing like the way we are, hey, things are looking bright for us. Live sky camera, there's your shot. And we're clear outside this morning. A 130-degree reading down south in Somerset. But the rest of us in the 40s, we even have a couple of 50s here and there as we spring toward the morning hours. Going in toward the afternoon, check this graphic out. If you're not looking at the screen, just turn and look for a second. So you believe me, 72 degrees. That's not a typo. That is a really, really nice day, the warmest day of the year. And that's the focus of the forecast. An awesome Monday, but we do see some changes as we head toward your middle of the work week. Yes, it always changes, I get it, but these are big changes, especially from 72 degrees. I'll show you how low we go with those temperatures in about 10 minutes.
Hey, we'll see you then, and we thank you. And this morning, investigators will be heading back to a scene in southern Kentucky where human remains were found.
2 fishermen made the discovery yesterday near Happy Hollow Road in Whitley County. WKYT's Mark Barber is at our live desk with more on the investigation and where it goes from here.
Morning, Rebecca and Bill. So far, deputies say only 15 to 20% of the human remains have been collected, but investigators will be back on the scene this morning to see if there is more to find. The sheriff says that the gruesome discovery was made by 2 men who were fishing at a pond off of Happy Hollow Road yesterday afternoon. Deputies tell us that the fishermen found a human skull and some bones, but investigators say the remains don't show any signs of trauma. The sheriff says they are still working to identify the remains and figure out how long they have been near the pond. We're told other law enforcement agencies in the area have been notified in case they have anyone who has gone missing that matches the remains. Investigators say that the skull and the bones are being examined at the state crime lab. From the live desk, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you very much. Visitation will be held today for a Nicholasville police officer who died in the line of duty. Officer Burke Rhodes was headed to training last week when he was involved in a deadly crash on US 27 in Garrett County. There are 2 sets of services today for Burke, and both of those will be at Southland Christian Church. His funeral will be tomorrow. It will also be at Southland Christian. Officer Rhodes will be buried at Camp Nelson National Cemetery.
Well, new this morning on WKYT, several fire departments came to the rescue of a kayaker who was stuck on the Rockcastle River. The Livingston and Brodhead fire departments posted pictures of the rescue mission on their Facebook page. The woman turned over out of her kayak yesterday and ended up stranded in a tree in the river. She was able to call 911. Rescuers came in from both sides of the river, were able to rescue her. The kayaker was taken to St. Joseph London for treatment, but did not suffer any serious injuries.
All right, good to know she's okay.
Yeah, this season has been one for the record books. The Kentucky Wildcats brought home their 28th SEC championship title. Now it's on to the big dance.
Right, the excitement really firing up now. Coach Cal and the team enter the NCAA tournament as the #1 overall seed, and they'll get to play the first round very close to home. WKYT's Lee K. Howard kicks off our Big Blue coverage with reaction from the coach. Lee K.
Hey, good morning, guys. Well, I don't know about you, but I have my bracket. It's ready to go. I haven't quite filled it out yet, but I do know one thing. Kentucky will go all the way to the championship game. The brackets are out. The madness can begin. Kentucky now knows its path to #9. The Wildcats open play at the Yum Center in Louisville against the winner of one of the first-round play-in games, Hampton versus Manhattan. Of course, Manhattan coached by the former Wildcat Steve Masiello. The game will be 9:40 Thursday evening. just 70 miles down I-64. You can see it right here on WKYT. Now, the players meeting Coach Cal at Coach Cal's house last night after returning from Nashville. You know, it's something of a tradition as Coach Cal invites the media in to watch Selection Sunday with him and his team. And the Wildcats not reacting to the bracket as it was unveiled, obviously, a foregone conclusion of what would happen. Kentucky, though, would be the #1 overall seed. Cal talks about the bracket and gives a warning.
It's a good bracket. I didn't get to see it all, and I haven't really studied it, but you know, you kind of wanted to know who those 4 were with us. But when you look at all 4 brackets, the West, you know, may be a little lighter than the others, but not much. So that's the greatest thing about this tournament. And I've coached a bunch of teams in here, and anytime you get ahead of yourself, you hurt yourself, and usually it's wasted time because the team you think is going to advance loses. They didn't even win. So why were you spending any time? So the best thing you can do is stay in your own little pocket of those teams that we have to play. And the 8 and 9 in our region, the team, we got to get the first game. If you're lucky enough to get that, you get that winner of the 8-9. Just worry about those 2 games.
All right, and the players do like the fact that they are playing close to home. They say that they can kick their play into another gear, much like they did at this time last season. Once again, the game will be Thursday night, 9:40 tip-off in Louisville, and you can see it right here on WKYT. Guys.
All right, thanks so much, Lee K. Well, you may not have to travel too far to see the Cats play. Actually getting into the Yum Center to watch the game could prove to be very difficult. Hillary Thornton is live now outside of UK's ticket office with more on what we can do if we'd like to go to the game. Hello.
Good morning, and as Lee K just mentioned, what most of the country knew would happen became official last night with the Wildcats being named that #1 overall seed for this year's tournament. And before that bracket was even finalized, travel plans were already in the works as Big Blue Nation prepares to follow their Cats. Tickets, including UK's allotment, are already sold out for what fans hope is the Cats' first stop on their quest for title #9. If you are a UK student, you do still have a chance for tickets through the student lottery set to be held today. If you are not a student, you will probably need a lot of money and some luck to score a ticket. The NCAA ticket exchange is showing tickets ranging from $61 going up to $300 for Thursday's first session. Now, if you want a ticket for all 3 sessions, those tickets range from $260 all the way to $1,400, a hefty price, but UK fans are known for traveling, and this year will be no exception. Now, the doors open at Memorial Coliseum at 4 o'clock for that student lottery that's set to be held at 5 o'clock this evening. Numbers will be drawn for a chance to buy from a total of about 100 tickets. Live in Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris and First Alert Defender.
Yeah, we're looking outside at the moment, and things look just fine. There's Richmond at 48 degrees, 47 in Lexington. You see Jackson, nice and dark this morning. We're sitting at 48. Calm morning in store as we'll kick off their temperatures there around 8 a.m. at 50 degrees. Gusty winds will prevail, and it will make it feel fantastic outside. It's 63 degrees there at noon. At noontime, remember yesterday we topped out at 65 degrees. So at noontime at 63, you know the afternoon is going to be phenomenal. Very nice weather, 72. The last time we have had air like this, that we felt air like this, you had to date back just before Halloween, October 28th. It's been a while, we'll put it that way. Back and forth, though, as we go along the way. Watch these winds really crank up out of the south and southwest, and that'll pump in that milder air. I can't remember the last time we saw the orange there on the screen. I guess it was October. And look, it's some really nice air, but you know it doesn't last long, not around here. Those winds switch from the south and southwest component to out of the north, and here we go again. However, when you're coming from the 70s, a big drop isn't that big of a drop for us. We're still at 55 to 63 tomorrow, and also a few showers along the way. So all in all, this is some really good air in the forecast, except till we hit that Wednesday, Thursday time frame. I think that's when you start to feel that big difference in temperatures, because we go from 72 today, 48 there on Wednesday. And the only chance of rain we have in between there is tomorrow on St. Patty's Day. If you have any plans, though, going out later on that afternoon and off into the evening and night, I don't see many issues. A couple of showers, and that's about it. Look toward Wednesday at 48. And Thursday is going to be your best chance of rain. It's at 60%, and that's a really good chance. And we may even have to bump that up as we get closer in time and these models get a better handle on that. And that'll be 48 degrees, too. The first day of spring, only a small chance of rain at 50 degrees. And keep in mind, we're typically there in low to mid-50s this time of year. So the first day of spring is going to feel a little bit like it. Toward the weekend, we drop those temperatures back down to the 40s there on Sunday. But who cares about Sunday when you're talking about 72 degrees today? I mean, this is a really good, not only looking day, but feeling day at 72.
Wow.
You got to love that.
That's unbelievable.
I think I'm gonna get my fans back. I mean, the ones that were just mad at me about the snow. Yeah, come on back. I'll take you anytime.
You alienated them, and now they're back.
And now they're back.
We like that guy. Myself included, maybe. I don't know.
There you go.
Each morning we bring you weather and traffic together. Here's Officer Don now with a look at what is happening out on the roads. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. Well, crews are getting set for pothole repairs later today, much needed in places on the circle. They'll start that a little bit later on, but just to make you aware, different areas of the circle, watch for at least one lane to be shut down so they can take care of business there. But for now, we're okay. Live look at Nicholasville and alumni inbound this morning toward campus. On the north side, didn't see any trouble. Our Waze map with the overall view and our live drivers on the way in this morning, showing no significant issues. On the circle, the interstate, inbound Nicholasville Road, Harrodsburg Road, and even Tate's Creek's in good shape. Now back to you.
Okay, Don, thank you very much, and we hope you're having a good start to your day. On WKYT this morning, our time is right now 6:11.
Well, a real estate mogul sits behind bars charged with murder. We'll have details on a break in a cold case that's been watched now for more than a decade.
Also ahead this morning, the wearing of the green won't translate to as much green for retailers this St. Patrick's Day. Find out what's slowing down sales for this popular little holiday. Coming